Hey, what's going on, guys? X here, and today we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends X-Men Wave 1 Build-A-Figure Juggernaut. This guy is quite impressive, and though, like I mentioned before, since we've been reviewing this first wave of X-Men, I'm usually kind of a cherry picker type person. I just like the main characters of the X-Men, but this is a wave that I thought was incredible, even though there were like maybe two that I wasn't really sure of, but now I'm glad that I picked them up. But whenever I saw that the Build-A-Figure was this Juggernaut, and I saw how amazing he was going to look, it was one of those things where it was like, I'm just going to get the whole wave because this figure looks really that good. I remember looking at the Marvel Select version of Juggernaut and kind of debating on whether I wanted to pick that one up. I actually like the way that this one looks a lot better. So, giving you guys a little 360. The articulation here is one of the reasons why I decided to go with this versus the Marvel Select version. I believe that this has just more articulation to it. They usually do these Marvel Legends than the Marvel Selects, but everything about this guy is pretty impressive. I also like the weight distribution, so you can get him into kind of a semi-running pose, which looks really cool on the shelf. And to kind of put it into perspective as far as the height comparison, I've done this with each one of these figures, but here's two guys that he could face off against. You can see that Deadpool, so he towers over him, and then whenever you bring in a character like Wolverine, obviously as far as size go, Juggernaut is a lot bigger. So as far as articulation goes, we'll get into that in a second. I wanted to show one of the coolest details, I think, with this figure. It's the head here. Now, the head is actually done different as far as color-wise. I kind of wish they would have done this like black wash on all this kind of darker red or kind of brownish color because I like the way that this looks. It's got a gloss to it, and it also has kind of like I said, that black wash to it. You can kind of see it here on these little bands as well. But to focus in on that, if we can get a good shot of that, you can see that it's got like a bunch of dents in it. So whether it be bullet holes or just ramming this helmet into whatever, you can see just a bunch of dents. Same thing over here with these bands. You can see, again, bunch of dents. Same thing here. So I think that looks really cool. You can see the veins in his hands, muscle definition veins over here in the biceps. So just overall really cool looking figure. Then getting into the rest of the face that you can see the lips with the pink and then the teeth individually done. It looks like he hasn't brushed his teeth in a while, but he's got some blue eyes that look really good in there, and you can still see his eyebrows. So just overall, really cool looking figure, nicely done. Again, you can see the veins all over his body, not really here. I want to put him in a pose real quick so you can see what I'm talking about as far as like weight distribution. So kind of semi-running pose, leaning forward. And as far as the joints holding up, they hold up pretty good. Most of the figures, it'd be kind of difficult to get them with that much weight because this guy's actually like hollow inside here. Or it feels like he's hollow. There's enough to have the joints there, but he's not as heavy, I believe, as the Marvel Select version. I've only had that version when it was in the package, and it seemed like extremely heavy. But as far as articulation goes, you can rotate this head. It will bend back and forth, kind of back, left to right, side to side, like so. Obviously, rotate as well. Biceps rotate here, in and out. They can go all the way out here. As you can see, they rotate, or if that was the shoulder, they can rotate here at the bicep. They can bend almost 90 degrees here at the elbow. Then you have the wrist rotation, and it goes left to right as well. The amount of articulation in this Build-A-Figure kind of amazes me. Again, it's the first one that I've ever had, and I'm really impressed with it. I hope that they're all like this. If they are, then I want to backtrack and get some really cool characters. But you can see that the abs go front and back, which I think is really cool, especially for him if you want to kind of get him in a leaning forward or running pose. Which I think will look good. This belt can kind of go up or down, so however you need. I kind of pull it up to cover up his belly button because I think it looks weird, but They will rotate here at the waist. Legs forward, not really back any. Thighs, they cut. You almost get 90 degrees here out of the knee. Well, no, I guess the boots don't rotate, but the feet will go up and down, and they also rotate there as well. So, anyways, I think that this is a really cool character. Oh yeah, these kind of are loose, but they stay on the biceps quite well. These are loose as well. But anyways, there's a look at the Build-A-Figure Juggernaut from X-Men Wave 1. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you later. Peace.